our lunch.
All right. Good day, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, Team BluTech, the first thing we did when we got the problem was to carry out a research. So what we did was we carried out the research and we asked a couple of people some questions before we start building anything. So we're able to ask them, when you see a problem in your community like robbery, how do you report it? Some of them say, 40% say they don't call, right? 30% say they don't call, right? 40% said they call someone, right? And the 10% said that they go to their local government office, right? So we also asked them, have you ever reported an issue and didn't hear back or get help? 55% said no, because they don't get any response, right? So the next thing is, now we ask them, if yes, how did you feel when you didn't get a response back, right? So 9% said angry, 18% said bad, and I think 9% said regretted doing that. Why? Because they didn't get a response, right? So we went further to ask them, what's the biggest problem when trying to report an issue? 45% says, I don't trust that I will get the problem solved. Right, so we went ahead to ask them one more question. We said, if there is any simple number you could dial to get a solution, would you use it? 100% said yes. And then we went further to ask them, what channel would you prefer to talk to the government? 45% said mobile app, and then 45% said text message. So we went further to ask them a few more questions. We would like to communicate with your state's local government chairman, and then 65% said yes, they want to reach their state local government chairman directly. So with this information, I can provide the rest of them. We went ahead to, okay, we asked them, what language do you want the platform to be in? They said English, 90%, and then 10% said Igbo. Right, so we went ahead. What is the problem here? The citizens' voices are lost. Right, so when public make complaints via radio stations, which is the convention today, you call radio stations back and you tell them you have a problem. Your voices, your problems might not be answered to because a lot of people call the radio stations. Right, so this method is slow and frustrating. There is no structural system of tracking responses. Right, so the urgency of this problem is that, why is this problem urgent? Right, citizens are frustrated and disconnected. Unaddressed issues affect trust in the government. Sorry, I'm backing you guys. Increasing youth population and tech-savvy citizens need more engaging tools today. So, what are the current alternatives to our problem now? Right, so people go to Twitter to raise complaints because Twitter is the only place that you can get the government to look at you. And then radio stations, like I said, you go to Facebook, you make a post, and you go manually visit the locations to make your complaints. This is the current alternatives now. Now we are introducing iAbia, which is the platform we are developing, right? So iAbia allows you to report issues via mobile app, web app, USSD, no internet required, and we also get to use a walkie-talkie. No internet required, no smart device required. Okay, so let me show you my application because I have 3 minutes left. So, all right. So the iAbia solution also has. Let me just show you. All right. So this is. Let me just duplicate my screen. All right, so this is what iAbia solution looks like. Let me try to find this. All right, so this is the admin dashboard, which is the one for the government. So what we did here is this: when you come in, it greets you good afternoon, the rest of them, the convention, and then you're not seeing this. Okay, sorry. All right, so this is it, sir. This is it. So when you come in, this is the dashboard that you will use as the government. And please note that every sector of the government gets access to their own dashboard. Local governments have their dashboard. Ministry of Defense have their dashboard. State governments have their dashboard. Right, so when you come in, the state government, this is what you get to see. So the system breaks down the number of total messages that have been sent to you. Right, we break down the number of pending messages, we break down the number of priority messages and anonymous messages. If you go down there, you get to see the trending keywords. So we know that a lot of messages can come in. We don't want you looking at all those messages. We help you to group them in the trending keywords so you know what most people are talking about at a particular time. So the map on the right is basically an Abia map that allows you to check where the local government that are making the most inquiries on a particular keyword. If you click on any local government on the map, you see the questions coming from there. You know the ones that are most engaging on the platform, and then people that are most worried, and you can go and address them there. On the next section, we have the inbox, where you can see a breakdown of all the messages that come in, a breakdown of all the inquiries, the feedbacks, the complaints, and everything. We also allow for bulk responses here. You don't have to respond to everybody one by one. You can send one message to thousands of people on the platform. Now let me show you this. We have the AI section where you, the management, can be able to train your own AI. You just supply information there in files and they can use it to answer people. Let me show you the user side of things, which is on the mobile app. So this is the mobile app. 1 minute please. So on the mobile app, you can get to make a, when you go to the mobile app as a citizen, you're able to, the first section you can see there is the responses, right? So the government, when the government responds, it displays here. You can see Elizabeth responded to a particular complaint that is there. You can see Elizabeth also responded to a complaint there as well. On the next page, we have the reports. My village people. Sorry. So on the next page, we have the reports where you can see all the reports that was made by citizens in the state, right? So if you have a problem there that you see that is related to you, you can upvote it or downvote it. That's how we know the ones that are more trending. And then we have, on the next page, we have the activities where you can see what the government is doing now. The government is training people now. You can go there and see it. The government is putting the road now. You can go there and see it. The next page, we have the AI. Let me just ask one question there. This is the AI. Let me ask it an emergency question. His name is Chukwuemeka. So I asked it, what is your name? It says, my name is Chukwuemeka. Let me ask you the question now. I need to get an emergency number. Okay, I have an emergency now. Who do I call? There is an ongoing robbery. There is an ongoing robbery. Robbery in IG Hub. Who do I call? Then I send this. Then it fetches the response. Okay, it says, for emergency like robbery at IG Hub, you call the police emergency number. This is the number I can call now. And then you can just call that number to get a solution.
Please put your hands together for Team BluTech Innovation. The hour of reckoning is here. Our judges.
Please, we also have a hardware solution that people that don't have phones can also use. You go to the hall there, you push a button, you record your audio, it picks it and submits it on the dashboard. So people that don't have phones in the village, you can go there and use it, it will record it. So people that don't have phones, the web app for the users is also accessible. If you can't see, you can also use it on the web app. Thank you for pointing that out. We are going to include it in the application going forward. Thank you so much.
So thank you for asking that question. I think it's well. First of all, thank you for the presentation, and it was interesting. I think the question she asked is a question that, yesterday when we talked, I was calling out this issue of, and this is what she just said now is not for you, it's for all of us. It's clear that